order tonight's meeting of Safford Planning and Zoning Commission. And a reminder, if you do have your cell phone turned on, to have it silenced or turned off for the remainder of tonight's meeting. Tonight, we have Commissioner Hancock, Commissioner Ragland, myself, Commissioner Hernandez, Commissioner Vaughter, and Figueroa are both absent tonight. We will move to the call to the public. If there are any comment on agenda items or non-agenda items other than the one that have already been, we didn't have any turned in. All right. We'll move on to item number 4, approval of the minutes of August 19th, 2024 regular meeting. Is there any comments or changes that need to be made? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
And all opposed? Motion carries. And we will now close the regular meeting and reconvene into a public hearing. Under Section 17.2.050 of the City of Safford Municipal Code and Arizona Revised Statute 43101, the Planning and Zoning Commission will conduct a public hearing for the purpose of taking public comments related to a rezone request that we have received, and I will turn the time over to Director Imbick for that.
Yes, good evening, Commissioners. Staff requested the Planning and Zoning Commission hold a public hearing on the rezone application and provide a recommendation to the City Council, along with the statement of the Planning and Zoning Commission's reasons for recommendation. We are in receipt of a rezone application from Jesus Gonzalez for Graham County parcels 106-01307 and portions of parcels 106-01002N and 106-01002R. The map is on the screen before you, and you'll notice that the parcels that are outlined in blue are Mr. Gonzalez's property, and he is asking to rezone the portions shaded in red. The property is currently zoned C3 light commercial, and he would like to change it to manufactured home to develop an RV park on the property, which will be similar to the one in the photo on the south. You'll see that travel trailer parks are allowed by right in this zone, and it is a permitted use. General plan compatibility. The neighbors met on October 1st, 2024. No one attended his public meeting. And also, he meets all of the qualifications in sections A through I for a zone change. He has a neighborhood character area of the City of Safford. Policy states that these areas should have a mixed use and higher density residential uses. And the City of Safford is also in need of several different types of housing. We have a lot of hotel rooms and also rental apartments that are currently used for transient labor. The majority of Mr. Gonzalez's property is already zoned manufactured housing district. The area is appropriate for the development of an additional RV park. City of Safford is in need of diverse housing options of all types to meet the growing needs of the community, and staff recommends that the commission recommend approval to the City Council. And with that, I will stand for questions.
Any questions?
I have a question. Is it just going to be a travel trailer park, or are there going to be some permanent mobile homes?
Mr. Gonzalez is here this evening, and he can answer those questions, but do keep in mind that this is just a zone change hearing, and we'll answer his development questions further.
Okay.
At the further steps in the process.
Yeah, I just wondered what we were going to have there.
Mm-hmm. So it will be a recreational vehicle park, and when he speaks, he can answer those for you, but do keep in mind that we are just looking at the zone change.
Mr. Howard, would you like to speak during this section or during the open meeting for the rezone? I'm okay with either. Go for it.
Good evening. My name's John Howard. I live at 2726 West Mockingbird Lane, Quail Ridge, Thatcher, Arizona. I'm just here to speak in favor of this project. It just makes total sense. I don't live far from this area. I walk by it almost every morning. And from what I understand, this has actually been platted for the other side, and that side was originally platted for this project and was approved. So I see no need to reject this. All he's trying to do is to get the whole property zoned where he can go forward with this. And speaking on behalf of the investor and Jesus, I know that they are first class and they will do a first class job on this. It will not be RV park by, like some you think of. So I put all my trust in them. And I also want to say, I'll put my county supervisor hat on a little bit here. We've had several RV parks come to us over the past, and it seems like there's so many objections because it's not my backyard, not my backyard kind of thing. This thing is perfect. I mean, nobody came up to the meetings and objected or whatever. So to me, this is the perfect solution. Hopefully, we can get a little bit more housing in for our contractors, for students, and those that need this type of facility. So I'm 100% in favor of this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there did we have any other comments? All right, and at this, any other questions in this section from either of you? No? All right. We will close the public hearing and reconvene into a regular meeting. And the regular meeting is staff requests that the Planning and Zoning Commission provide a recommendation to the City Council for a rezone application for Graham County parcel 106-01-307 and portions of parcels 106-01-002N and 106-01-002R, along with a statement of Planning and Zoning Commission's reasons for their recommendations. Director Imbick, do you have anything further to add?
No, sir. If you approve this, Mr. Chair and Commissioners, you may adopt the recommendation of staff and for your reasoning. There are 3 reasons stated in your report.
Mr. Gonzalez, would you like to give us a rundown of what your plans are? Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Jesus Gonzalez. I currently live on 27th Street here in Safford. And we've been working around this area for a very long time, for probably 30 years, in and out. We work supporting the mind, and we've traveled a lot in fifth wheels and stuff. And this is a good opportunity for us to provide the city of Safford some more RV spaces that are desperately needed. And we are been talking with Jamie a lot on how to develop this facility. And we are going to follow every regulation and recommendation that you guys have. And we not only want to do that, but we want to exceed, we want to make sure that this is a first class operation. There's going to be some standards, for the trailers. We don't want just a fly by night operation going on. We want to make it so it looks good and something that you guys can be proud of to be in the town of Safford. Right now, we're still in the planning stages of the model that we're going to develop. So mainly, it's going to be probably fifth wheels and bumper pull trailers. There's probably not going to be. We talked about putting some spaces that we could put, like some of them small units, like that retired people use. But right now, we're concentrating on just trailers. So if you guys have any more questions for me, I'll be glad to answer them.
Good. Any questions? No? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So this is an action item. The only comment I have is to talk a little bit about what Mr. Howard said is if we can get RV parks in, the trickle upwards would be a big factor of getting contractors into RVs in an RV park and clearing up short-term housing options in the city of Safford. So that's just my one comment, but any other comments from anybody?
And I brought this up before, but I'm going to bring it up again because I think we have some city employees here. But ever since we widened that road, I'm telling you, it's like a racetrack quite often. And I just would really like to see if the city could monitor it and watch it. And this isn't just coming from me. I have many neighbors. I'm pretty close to where you're at. I live right just north of Vining's funeral home there. And Mark has made those same comments, but there's a lot of speeding up and down there ever since we widened that road. And I think it's been a good thing, but there's a little bit more traffic as far as semis coming that way, going to the mine, which that's fine. But there's just a lot of traffic on that. And with more coming, and I'm totally 100% supportive of this, but I just think that if we could monitor that and keep an eye on it, I think it would be very helpful. And if you look at the population that we have there across from where I live, there's 2 different apartments set up that basically have a lot of handicapped people and elderly type people. And it's the same way on the other side of the canal down there. And a lot of people are in wheelchairs, and then they're going, and then also if you look all the way up and down the street, you have the hospital, ambulances coming and going. And I just think that's something that we need to monitor. Don't care about anybody getting tickets or getting put in jail or anything, but I think if they saw that it was being patrolled a little more often, I think it would be helpful. So just my comment. I appreciate that.
Mr. Eglin?
Yeah, I think this is a perfect solution to that property and what to do with it there. You know, it's like, wow, okay, that's a good idea. So I think it's, yeah, I understand your concerns, and but I think we can solve that, and I think this will be just what we're looking for.
Well, and coupled with the fact that 95% of it's already zoned for an
Yeah,
RV park already, I think I would be in favor of it. I will entertain a motion on this action item.
So move.
As written by staff, there's been a motion. Second?
Second?
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? None. Motion passes unanimously. We'll move on to project updates and announcements. I've got a couple that I will start with. I'd like to, thanks, Mr. Howard. I'd like to recognize Cynthia DeMarcus. She will be our newest commissioner. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome. Thanks for being here tonight. She will join us on our next meeting. So the good news comes with some bad news. Commissioner Ori Vaughter has officially resigned from the commission effective today. So we will have to reopen a position, and we will be adding another person to the commission in the near future. So we thank Ori for his time on the commission, and also Tracy O'Donnell's 13 years. This is our first meeting since her resignation, so I wanted to say thanks to her publicly as well. And any projects and updates from you, Director Imbeck?
Yes, sir. We will not be having a meeting. It doesn't look like on November 18th. We do not have any new applications, so our meeting would be in December. And if we do have a full seating of commissioners at that point, we will have elections at that meeting for chair and vice chair. Other than that, we have those couple of big development projects that are finishing up their engineering, and so we should have those to you probably in the December meeting. It looks like they're getting close to being done with their engineering, and it seems that projects are on an uptick, and so I think that's a really great sign that we'll be having more housing, more development, more things for you to review. And Mr. Patterson has been attending our development review committee meetings, and that's going well as well.
Yes, I would agree. If anybody have any other questions, comments, concerns up here? Nope. Well, then I would say it's time to adjourn the meeting. Thanks for joining us.
Well, that was easy.